go. There we go. That's the story. Doink. If there's any reason why he's getting fired, maybe. Starship to get reporting not long. Not long for the Doctor role as season 3 plans remain up in the air. 100% believe this. 100% believe this. Apparently, they hate him at Cardiff now. It's all fun and cute while things are good. But when things turn to shit, as they have done, nobody likes your fun, cute, twerking shit anymore. Bottom line, you cried, you boo-hooed, and you snogged your way through your season, and nobody fucking liked it. New report reveals that Ncuti Gatwa still on Doctor Who Time Lord could be nearing its end. Thank God. Once again, season 3 is far from guaranteed, despite the second batch of episodes having been shot. Yeah, season 2's been shot. A few months ago, we learned that Doctor Who isn't as safe as fans expected. We all been saying for months. I'm sorry. BBC and Disney Plus teamed up with Rusty Davis' splashy new revival of the long-running sci-fi series. Now, they may well continue on their own or with a different streaming partner, right? I don't see a world in which the BBC backtracks from their insane, hateful worldview, where you have to put trans and gay people in everything. Like, what would happen if you had a show which didn't have any gay people in? Like, what would happen? Like, how would the world implode? Right? One show with no gay people, right? Raisin didn't take off in the way executives expected, and Visiting Plus must be getting their involvement in the show. They said it's going to be fabulous. They're going to think it was the best thing ever. We're going to be huge. Trouble is, the Doctor Who you made was propaganda shit. Right? I think it's the best way of describing it. Propaganda shit. Genuinely bad, right? Genuinely bad. Low in quality, right? Season show has already been shot last week, and who've been receiving the news of good news, as she said, did a second season this year, Christmas special coming up, and we're filming a third season next year. Cut! It's been amazing being Doctor Who. Deadline via Sci-Fi Gazette has spoken to BBC with the channel claiming it didn't request any alterations to what Gatwa said. Bullshit. People just, you just edit things out on a whim, right? We edit one, clumsy word out on a whim. Bullshit. That is total and complete bullshittery. And you know it. Bullshit. It's been amazing. It said the change was put down to wanting to liven up the interview. Bullshit. However, Spokesman states, as we previously stated, the decision on the season 3 will be made after season 2 transmits. And as always, we don't comment on speculation. That means unless season 2 does well, it's toast. Now, would they continue a lower budget version? Right? I hope so. I certainly hope so. A cheaper version of Doctor Who would be much better, frankly. The money they're spending, the levels of management they could strip out without Disney would make life so much cheaper right there. Which is where a lot of that extra budget is going. It's not going on screen. The trades that the Doctor Who Season 2 will likely air in spring. Disney remains uncertain about whether it will continue to co-produce the show beyond 2025. The BBC is unlikely to give up the series, but Disney walks away. The House of Mouse departure would lead to a significant budget cuts. They would. It it appears also the series is close to losing Gatwa because our source tells that he might not be long for the job due to his exploring other roles. Well, that's the thing. If he's not filming next year, his schedule must be booked, right? Any actor of his, where he is in his career, they keep telling us he's incredibly in demand, and I believe he is. I mean, I think he's not very good. I haven't seen him be good in anything as yet, but I believe he's in demand. Would be booked up for 2 years. Right, I'm sorry. I don't believe he doesn't know if he's. I think he's booked in for Doctor Who, but he might be in for a shock. Right, that's where I think they are right now. They're booked in for Doctor Who on the belief they're going to get it. I don't think they're going to get it, and he wouldn't be shooting. They would be shooting it in 2025. I can see them starting in late 2025. Right, I think they're probably they're as ramped up to go as possible. Right, but really, I guess you've got to write 2 sets of season, whatever the season is, right? One low budget, one big budget. But yeah, look, it's just not work. I'm sorry. No one's interested in your queer stories. That doesn't mean we hate gay people. We're just not interested in your queer fucking stories. All the time, queer fucking stories. Again, that doesn't mean we hate anyone. It's it just means that I wouldn't expect you to be interested in my Jewy fucking story. I mean, I tell them all the time, right? But I wouldn't expect you to be, interested in my Jewy fucking stories, right? I schmooze about them when I'm on, I schmooze about when I'm on the channel, but it's not like my content. It's I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's I wouldn't make Doctor Who all Jewy fucking stories, right? I think that, my channel can be Jewy stories. The rabbi of that fucking planet. What do you think? What do you think a rabbi is? So yeah, it's gonna be a bit fucking Jewy, right? But I'm not gonna take over DC Comics and have them all suddenly become Jewy, right? That would be weird, right? The rise of Disney the parting ways of Doctor Who has been described as a disaster by one source. In July, Disney is expected to step in once war between land and sea wrap spin-ups. The decision will be made quickly. Source believes season 2 finale has been shot to allow Gatwa to move on from the series, hinting that it'll be another creative might take place. Oh, please give it to Toby Whithouse. Oh, Toby. Oh, J. Michael Straczynski. He still wants it. Give it to somebody. He's going to do Doctor Who, not queer stories all the fucking time. So this is stories doing the rounds. I guess this story in the Mirror blew things up. This was from 2 days ago now. BBC Doctor Who's future in the air in the air amid doubt of Ncuti Gatwa's return after mysterious edit. Yeah, I mean, really, like everything in this era, it's been handled terribly. All right. This guy is just a nightmare for them. I think if they do a 3rd season without a streaming partner, Ncuti Gatwa is gone. I just don't think they like him anymore. He's just a liability. And he's like, Ncuti, mate, your star is falling. Let me tell you already, because you're a talentless cunt, right? Who became famous essentially because you're a hot black guy. And that's it. I'm sorry to tell you, it's racist that they made you famous because you're a hot black guy, right? But that's it. So the story was it was on Graham Norton. Look, his clip, he was not enthusiastic like Ncuti Gatwa normally is. Do I still have that clip? I think I have that clip. Yeah, all right. It's very short.
Because this is kind of your first year where now it's, people have seen you.
No beaming. It's been a disaster.
So you're enjoying it so far? It's all going well, and
all going well.
No, they all hate me. Literally everybody hates me.
Yeah. Just finished the second season earlier this year. We've got the Christmas episode coming out at Christmas.
Stop it.
Yeah.
And he says, and we're filming third season next year, which are about to cut out.
Radical.
And
but no, it's been amazing.
And
right. Yeah. So that's where the whole story came from. He's a moron. They probably told him he's shooting next year. He's just such a moron, right? What are we up to? So this is what the story is about. The wait means there's no big question. That's it. So the future Doctor is officially up in the air with a gap of 2 years expected after Stu Gatwa's second outing of the Doctor hits the screen. I mean, maybe, yeah. So wait, what's this? Is this a follow-up story? So finally confirms future on BBC show amid exit rumors. Yeah, again, if you're being fired, you're not going to know. So this from 11th. I'll piss off. Okay, fine. Yeah, no, if the show, I believe if the show continues, I will be surprised if he didn't continue, but not amazed at this point. I just don't think he's very popular in Cardiff. The wait means there's a big question mark over whether the Scottish actor returns at all. According to the insiders, in the weekend they added intrigue with it was on Graham Norton. We saw all that stuff. And I'm sorry, everything we're seeing on screen, apart from Millie Gibson, was a massive failure, right? I'm sorry. It was all a massive failure. So what on earth is going on with BBC's huge globalized sci-fi brand? Well, they made it a queer show and nobody likes it, right? That's essentially what's happening with it. They killed it. They killed it with queerness, like everything else. Well, the prospect of a lengthy delay for any third season featuring Ncuti Gatwa is real. I mean, it's going to be at least a year, I would have thought. One new issue of Doctor Who magazine says, Rossi officially confirms that Disney will not decide renewal its funding deal with the BBC studios until after the second series has aired, probably in May. So, but it's a Hail Mary pass because they've got to air and do very well, which they're not going to, right? That's what it's just not going to do. Unless it does, but it's not going to do well. Because it's more of the same. And Ncuti Gatwa was not very good as a Doctor. Bottom line. You wanting to fuck him, Russell Davies, doesn't mean children want to travel with him, right? And that's the problem you're in right now. If I was a 10-year-old, I would love the idea of being in the TARDIS with Matt Smith or David Tennant or even Chris Eccleston or Peter Capaldi, right? I would never relish the idea of being in the TARDIS with Jodie Whittaker, David Tennant 2, or Ncuti Gatwa. If I was in a TARDIS with Ncuti Gatwa, I think he would try to, help me by introducing me to the joys of having my arsehole fingered, right? I really do. I get a very, sleazy, sexy vibe of him, right? Not a wholesome, sexy vibe at all. It's fine, so probably May. Season won't come until season 2 has been transmitted, and that's always been the deal from the start. You are lying. I am sorry, right? That was probably one that they said they expect, if results are close to what they project them to be, their renewal would have come much quicker. But the results weren't that way, right? They just weren't. We might even have, that's always been a deal. We might even have a day off. I might have more than that, darling. Russell said when he and the three writers have started working on scripts for a future, but they have to part them because the coming hiatus. Yes, hiatus. Caused, by the way, for Disney's decision next summer. Exactly. And they're not getting the deal from Disney. I'm sorry. It's a big deal because the US streamer's cash injection for the first two series is thought to be $100 million, which doubled or even trebled the budgets for each episode. Needlessly spent, frankly. Putting out could be a result of old-style budget, which would mean a huge step backwards. I don't think so. I think, maybe no, it probably will be a step backwards to popularity. Yeah, I mean, you've got TV morons, the executive have got your heads up your asses, right? Yeah, go back to being, what the hell are they showing? What the fuck is that? Get away from me. Ugh. Ah, that was gross. Okay, go back to when it was popular. Fine. Oh, again, they just insisted, well, male and pale is stale. Is it really? No, male and pale is your primary audience, right? Male and pale is not stale. But they say these idiot things, they just believe them. I mean, they're just morons, right? At the bottom, like, they're just morons. Whatever, they won't start filming until the start of 2026. I don't know. I think they can film in 2025. Right? I mean, it depends. Are they going to put the money on scripts and developing everything, and so they can just go and start filming by, autumn, like September 2025? That still means they won't be on screen till 2026. I mean, in fairness, but that'll be then they won't skip to you, right? I don't know. It's time to be allowed for scripts to be pulled together and guest stars booked. That means no new Doctor Who screen until 2027, with or without Disney cash. Oh God, that sounds so good. I'm so happy about that. But couldn't Russell just get the whole series ready to go either way? We're just saying absolutely not. So to say, arguing that it will be impossible to fully plan 8 episodes of action without knowing the scale of the budget. No, you do 16 scripts. You do, that's 16 scripts, yeah, and then you go one way or the other. There you go. It massively affects the stories and the scripts. One as I said, it's much harder to film a battle scene with 800 aliens, for instance. Okay, Doctor Who never needed so much money poured into it. I'm sorry. If there isn't money of CGI or staging something spectacular, yeah, I understand that. Oh, look at this. The reason why Doctor Who died. I'm a lady and I'm down with the queers. Oh, I keep up. And that's when it died. So what does this mean for leading man Ncuti? Doctors from the reboot era typically stay for 3 series before leaving. With Jodie Whittaker, Peter Capaldi, not Stephen Capaldi, moron. Matt Smith, each losing following this model, excluding specials. Not really. Okay, 15th, Doctor put the cat amongst the pigeons last week. Blah, 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 blah. Everything's up in the air, and they need to brace themselves for a 2-year wait for a new series once the next one airs, one inside report. Yeah, that sounds very reasonable, right? We have been told that there's nothing will be filmed for Doctor Who in 2025. Look, I'm happy about that because I've really hated everything they've done, right? I really have hated everything, and it's been, for the most part, vacuous and empty, right? Really the only word describing it, vacuous and empty, right? So this was after they Bleeding People put this article out right after they put another article out saying, "Oh, it's all going to be cool." Okay, so it's brief. Blah 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 blah. I can't go through another one of Ray Flook going, no, Doctor Who is doing better than ever. This is actually way more interesting. See, there's a Gallifreyan converter. Season 3 was going, I don't care. See, nobody really cares. Here we go. Gallifrey converter. Doink. Okay, let's give it a go. Queer Doctor Who is a total failure. I wonder if that's going to work. Translate. Really? That says Queer Doctor Who is a total failure. Queer Doctor Who is a total failure. Okay. Fine. It's kind of fun, kind of stupid, kind of fun, kind of stupid. After that, it's kind of stupid. Look at Big Finish. There's a Mark Gaddisell. Yeah, we should look at that, and then I want to get to season 25 because look, if there's a Mark Gaddisell one, there's probably good stuff there. Let's have a look. What's I forgot. Big Finish takes forever to open up now. Cunt site that it is. Fine. So let's close down some windows that we don't need. Close you. Bleeding cool. Yeah. Mirror. It's probably a memory hog right there. Yeah. Let's keep those. Doctor Who fans reactor. No. Just keep that open. Oh, but that's where we wanted to go to. Is this opening up now? Pain in the ass. Come back. There you go. Fine. Doink. Let us get into there. I mean, look, content-wise, this issue of Doctor Who magazine, I think, was pretty good. All right. Better open up. Come on, Doctor Who magazine. Man, nothing's. Oh, there you go. Doink. The design is pretty darn horrible. But content-wise, for me, it had a lot that interests me. I think it's probably because Ncuti Gatwa's Doctor Who was off-air, so the focus much more on classic, right? With very little anything modern there. Anyway, so I find the most interesting, exciting thing coming out in terms of Doctor Who, other than Ian Levine's reconstructions, which I love, is this. The Doctor Who Season 25 Blu-ray set, right? So there's going to be a lot on it. Let's have a look what's on the disc. And we're going to do 4 of these. We're going to do an extensive guide into what's on each one of these stories. Again, Season 25, I think you can describe it as some wonderful, incredible, classic stories that defined an era and Silver Nemesis. So yeah, that's how I would describe it. What we got here? We got the audio commentary. So this will be ported in from the Blu-ray, the DVDs. I mean, audio commentaries by Sylvester McCoy and Sophie Order. That's pretty good. Back to School, excellent documentary. It was a really excellent documentary. I believe Michael Sherd's interviewed in it. Who's now passed away. Remembrance's documentary, again, that was also good. That's more from, I believe, Ben Arich's point of view. Extended deleted scenes, introduced by Sylvester McCoy and so forth. I don't remember that, so they can't be that massive, right? Multi-angle scenes, again, nah. Outtakes, nah. Okay, a 4-minute one. It doesn't really do much for me. Easter egg. You should tell me what the Easter egg is. Really? Do I need to get my book? Fine, I'm going to get my book and find out what the Easter egg is. Where is that book? What's this over here? I tell you, this is one of the most useful books that I ever bought. The classic Doctor Who DVD compendium. Right? It's such a geeky book to be used, and it is. It's crazily useful. I use it all the bloody time. Like, oh, what was that? Fine, I'm going to find out what that bloody Easter egg is, right? You won't tell me. More the angle scene of the chemistry lab and the gate explosion. Again, look, if you've got an interest in film editing, I guess it's interesting, right? Great book. Okay, Remembrance. There we go. The Rescue. Before that. Oh, I like The Rescue. Right, special edition. Let's see what they had on the Easter egg. Easter egg, there's one hidden file featuring Disdefiance. See Appendix 2 for D, that you cunt! Where's Appendix 2? That's Appendix 3. Appendix 5. Now, Appendix 2. Why haven't you just told me? Mark of the Rani, Mordred Undead, Resurrection, Remembrance. Okay, on this one, go to the first page of special features, scroll down, Remembrances, press left, and select reveal Doctor Who outtakes from Sophie Aldred's deleted scenes introduction. Well, that wasn't worth the bloody effort, now was it? It sounds like they put that up there as well. Well, whatever. So new thing behind the sofa. I always enjoy behind the sofa. Sophie Aldred, Nicola Bryant, Janet Fielding, Karen Gledhill, Bonnie Langford, Sylvester McCoy, Wendy Parry, and Sari Sutton. Interesting combination. Where's Sylvester McCoy there? The picture of who's there. So you got Bonnie Langford and Nicola Bryant. Nice bit of leather print going on there, Nicola. And then I don't know who do you reckon I guess we'll find out. So fine. I do like behind the sofa though. Mute visual effects film. Well, if you want, 25th anniversary press trailer. Is that the one they put out? I preferred to like the normal Pete Matique masterpieces. Kilroy Exorcist was when Louis Jameson broke. Yeah, I tend to remember that was quite good. That was quite sparky, and I think he handled himself pretty well. Overnight excerpts featuring Doctor Who letters from editions broadcast on the 17th of February and 12th of April. Okay, daytime live excerpt from BBC Radiophonic Workshop broadcast. This must be the new effects they filmed, which is, let's be honest, what everyone's excited about. Take 2, excerpt. Why don't you? Okay, I can't remember him being on that as well. Breakfast House McCoy and author David Saunders, broadcast 88. Okay, I don't remember that. Blue Peter excerpt, Ace's 30th birthday message. Wow. She was 30 then? Okay, daytime live. Points of view, that's going to be fun. Probably still Barry Took. Yeah, it is probably Barry Took. I don't think it's moved on to... whatever her name was, took over. Daytime Live with John Burtis, Les McCoy, Sophie Aldred for the 20th anniversary. We'll see page 42, I guess. And then PDF stuff. So that's disc 1. And then disc 2, 4 episodes restored in HD. Davros Connection documentary, that's very good. New special edition. New visual effects. And these aren't CGI effects. These are actually newly filmed effects, which are really... And they did the same thing for Blake 7. Right, stereo and 5.1 audio mixes for all 4 episodes. Looking for Dursley documentary about Mike Smith, Remembrance Daleks, produced by Toby Adoki, who again very much was the inspiration for the lead character in It's a Sin. The collection 25th anniversary, selection 25 trailer. Right, so let's have a look. So the centerpiece of the upcoming season 1 box set are the brand new special all 4 stories with the new effects, extra material, and 1 or 2 surprises. Richard Unwin previews the new versions, beginning with a story that many fans regard as the pinnacle of the 7th Doctor era. I don't know. There's so many I would regard as the pinnacle of the 7th Doctor era. I would say... okay, Remembrance is the pinnacle, as is Greatest Show in the Galaxy, as is Happiness Patrol, as is not Battlefield. I watched it the other day and it was shit. Curse of Fenric, as is Survival, as is Ghostlight. Right? It had a very unique feel. Yeah, okay. It's such a good Dalek story. It is one of the all-time greatest Dalek stories. You can't mess with a Stone Cold classic. However, we have, says Pete Matique, who has produced a new version of Remembrance of the Daleks. And he did all the special editions on season 25. So, Pete, I'm really hoping this will be better than your. I liked your little trailers movies that you did. They were good. Don't get me wrong. But this is so much better, right? And I hope they're going to be as good or better. But the transmission version is always there for anyone who loves the original. He adds, keen to reassure traditionalists among us. Honestly, I love the new editions, right? Remembrance doesn't have a huge amount of material that was cut from it, and probably there's only 4 or 5 minutes. But the bits we put back have actually really helped improve the story. There's the lovely cafe scene between Sylvester McCoy and Joseph Marceau as a provider John. Yeah, it's now about twice as long. Oh, okay. That was one of the all-time greatest scenes, and I love that. Also features a cameo from the little girl character, as well as the Daleks one played by as well as the Daleks by Jasmine Beeks. But my favorite new shots are tiny little bits, like a new reaction of Professor McCoy in the funeral sequence. Oh, okay. There's lots of great moments like that. I've been able to recut the Dalek battle sequence a lot and add new effects that weren't there before. So, yeah, again, I hear people saying sacrilege. For me, I'm really up for this, right? For me, I really think it's going to be a good thing. So, yeah, I'm 100% on board. I hope it's as good as I hope it's going to be, right? So new effects. We've really been able to focus on effects in this one, such as redoing the Dalek lasers, which was really important to me. They never really bothered me at the time, but I see they're a bit dodgy now. As I think the originals let the story down. When I was given the when I was giving VFX artist Chris Thompson references on what I wanted, I made him watch the miniseries of V. All right, interesting choice there, right? But also about the aliens invading Earth. The lasers have always struck me as being some of the best effects in the 80s. I don't remember that at all. But because the velocity of the impact they had. So I said, watch this, copy this, but but the changes that we have to be made to. Okay, 1 second. What year was it? 1980s, V 1983. Let me see if I can find a clip, right? YouTube. We go V 1983 battle. Because I don't remember the lasers they were talking about. I totally don't. Yeah, there's this recap. Let me download this. I mean, it had very good effects at the time. I do recall that. Here it comes. Dr. Alex is here. Could you put in the chat the link to the horror story you and Lonnie? He put a link later, but I want more chance people see it.
The visitors arrived in 50 gigantic motherships, which stunned the world with their monumental size and power.
I mean, again, the special effects were generally great, but I don't remember their lasers at all.
We have come in peace because we need your
Oh, they totally forgot that whole plot line of their different voices, and they did the second series.
help. And in return, we will gladly share with you all the fruits of our knowledge.
Talk about an offer we can't refuse, huh?
I wonder what would happen if we did.
Manufacturing plants around the world were retooled.
And then Robert Englund became okay, let's just get to fisticuffs going on. Yeah, they had a lot of very Nazi imagery throughout the show. Honestly, this was a genuinely clever show. Oh, 1 second. Yeah. And then you found out how evil they really were.
And infiltrated one of the huge motherships and discovered that the visitors had orchestrated the conspiracy themselves so that scientists would be ostracized around the world. And Donovan also videotaped another startling revelation.
Oh, that was a huge deal. Oh. That to be really lizards underneath. I can't believe there's no actual people firing weapons at them. Oh, there you go. Okay, fine.
Mike Donovan has become a fugitive. Hunted. Scientist Robert Maxwell and his family.
It's I don't really see what he was saying, frankly. Yeah, is there another clip? Really? That was actually I'm like, okay. V the final battle. Oh yeah, at that point they had what's the name in from RoboCop? Can you fly, Bobby? That guy. But he was again. I like they had him as like the bad guy being the good guy. Fine. I can't find a clip. I'm not going to try to. Let's go back to Doctor Who. But okay, weird reference, right? Do I like these new effects? I got to see it in context, right? I got to see the whole thing in context. Again, I don't find this sacrilege. For me, it really kind of works. Remembrance are really just tweaks, little touches here and there, which will probably just there, which will hopefully make it shine brighter than it already did. Well, again, I think that's the right attitude. Can't fault him there. When quiz about the lack of new special trailer for the box set, Peter reveals the project didn't get much further than a script. It was going to happen, but sadly it couldn't because I'm currently working on units minutes and I thought war between the land and sea. Well, that worked out good for everyone then. And we haven't been a long time, and we couldn't get my availability line up. They were, oh, fuck you. Couldn't get your availability line for Sylvester. So you would have sucked someone's dick to do another one. You know you fucking would. Fuck you. We got very close. We were going back to school. We had a location scouted for it. We booked everything. It was ready to go. We made the props. But the last minute it couldn't happen because the three of us couldn't make a date work. I do not believe you one bit, right? I really don't. So there's now a script on my hard drive called for the missing trailer. The trailers will return at some point in the future. Peter is quick to stress, although I felt we'll do we hit the peak with the final battle. Actually, it's fair. That's the Louise Jameson one. I like the traditional Dalek effects. I mean, I like they're going for blue and the other one's red. And the reshot mothership. I mean, look, for me, it was fine at the time. I'm really happy they're updating it. Although I felt it hit peak final, but I think it's fair. I think that's fair. Well, we're up to Happiness Patrol, but you were in the middle of a sentence. Which, what? Oh well, over here was the lead on season 15. We're really okay. They will return. I'm crazy busy now. It's definitely the end. They will. Yeah, please. There wasn't a budget for it. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.